Hello friend, Jim here with JB's Big Adventure, coming to you from Lake Chapala, Mexico. And one of the exciting things that I get to do is I get to help make clients or that become friends, their trip to Lake Chapala a memorable one and one that is real beneficial, and somebody gets exactly out of it what in fact they are looking for and coming here for. So today I'm with ABBA. ABBA's from the States, and what I would like, ABBA, it's good having you here. Thank you for taking a few moments. And why don't you share with us who you are and where you're from?
I'm ABBA St. Germain, and I'm from Houston, Texas. I initially came here because I'm a retired nurse and a real estate developer currently. I originally came here with the intentions of starting a memory care unit. And I've been here 10 days. I'm leaving today, and spent a lot of time researching what that would entail, like accountants, attorneys, realtors, and really felt like that a lot of my questions have been answered concerning starting businesses in Mexico. And after gathering all that information, I think I'm leaning more towards not doing it and continuing business in Texas. It seems like it's a lot simpler there, and with the language barrier and everything, I think it wouldn't be so advantageous for me to do that here. Not on the level that I was wanting to do it.
So you planned your trip here with the intention to accomplish your goals during our time here. And how valuable was it to you that I was able to get you immediate access and being introduced and met with honest, experienced professionals to ensure that all of your answers were answered, all your questions were answered?
I think that working with Jim, not only in the tour, but since I've been here, he has been available to me by email. Like if I have any questions at all, or if I need additional contacts or assistance, he's been available to refer me to those people. One example was a woman here named Mita that owns a couple of memory care units, and I met with her. So I think that my time with him certainly helped in a gathering of information in a shorter period of time that I wouldn't have been able to do on my own.
So we traveled the 20 miles between Jocotepec and Chapala, and introducing you to the neighborhoods, talking about the pros and the cons of the neighborhoods. And how valuable was that to get a real feel of what the housing market or the places where expats actually live? Was that valuable to you to know?
It was valuable to me in the aspect that when I was looking at things on YouTube, I assumed all of these different little towns were going to be like that 20-25 miles apart, and they're not. They're like 1 or 2 miles apart.
Right.
And so just to get a idea of how the communities are actually laid out, there's some that are very more spacious, the streets. You know, I found that Ajijic is very dense and closed in, but you get to Chapala and you have the big streets, and they all have malecons, but it's a whole different feeling.
Right. And taking a look at community and building community, how fun was it being invited to one of our weekly dinners and getting a chance to meet, 30 plus other expats that have actually moved here?
I think in general, what I've found about the area is that it's very easy to meet people. And, wherever you go or wherever you stay, like Jim referred this hotel to me. The owners are very friendly. You meet a lot. Actually, I met a woman here that told me about stem cell that I winded up doing. Jim does have groups on Tuesday night where you do get to interact with other people, and you can ask them all kind of questions. What was your experience about moving here? Did you move your furniture? How did you bring your car? And they all have different experiences, some of them very positive, some of them not so positive. As far as building, what did it entail to build your house? What about remodeling? It's a great network of people that have a lot of connections that have already gone through, going through the different plumbers, so they all use the same plumber. And I think that's very advantageous.
Okay. And that's part of the reason of getting together like that, because people get to make new friends with people just like them. So these are all people that, for the most part, that I've actually been out with on the tour. So did you feel that being together, that I saved you time, money, and frustration versus somebody saying they're going to come and just try to figure it out themselves?
Absolutely. I mean, just the connections that Jim has with meeting with an attorney on creating a business, getting your whatever you want to do as far as temporary or permanent, meeting with an honest realtor that was more than willing to spend a day and a half, really a full day broken up into 2 days with me, that also gave me referrals. I wouldn't have, I'd watched tons of YouTubes, and I wouldn't have found that as quickly as I did with Jim.
Okay, so one of the things that some people are thinking as they're sitting there watching YouTube, either on their phones or tablets or their computer, that the person watching is sitting there and looking to come check Lake Chapala out, and they're already have or investing for airfare, transportation, hotel, food. I mean, we're talking $1,000, $2,000. Would you say that person is really making a big mistake by not booking me for my exploration or my relocation service?
I think it's easier with Jim. I think that even with Jim and some of the things I've done, I've still made some mistakes here, like overpaying certain people. And one of them was a gringo that just really ripped me off.
Yeah, you gringos.
Yeah. So it helps that he has drivers. He knows a lot of people that treat us fairly. And you would never feel that one of your countrymen would take advantage of you, but that's not true. So
Yeah.
he has all kind of resources like that you might not find on your own.
And ABBA, we've had a good time together. And I just want to say publicly and on this video, I didn't know who this gal was, but I just wanted to say I'm sorry that you had that experience, because that's not the intention of any of the trip. So would you say that our time together was worth the $400 investment?
I do. We spent a full day together, which was, I don't know, you picked me up at 10 till about 6:30, and he accommodated things I wanted to do. One of them was to visit one of the girls' orphanages here.
Yeah.
And we spent quite a bit of time there with Becky. So, and then it wasn't just the time we spent together. Like, he was willing to stop at little shops for me to look at and show me everything around, but it was the access afterwards. Like, I could just text him and say, okay, do you know anything about this or this? And he was always very responsive in getting back with me and giving me answers to questions I had.
So you do feel like you got your money's worth?
Yes.
Okay, that's an important thing. And do you feel like you accomplished everything that you wanted to accomplish?
I do. My main focus was coming here to explore having a business, a memory care unit. And I certainly realized how green I was in thinking that I could just walk in here and do that. And like I said, he put me in touch with a woman that has 2 memory care units. So that was very informative. I got an education of about 15 to 20 minutes of saying, you really have to know what you're doing here.
Right. And not only is she a nurse, but you're a retired nurse. Right. So you were able to talk in the same language basically together.
And that was a referral from Jim outside of our time together that I paid for.
Yeah, so I know one of the questions becomes, well, how do I get contact with all those people? And what I want to let you know is, and I've got ABBA's coming to her, but I've got a 14-page referral resource guide that is chock full of all of the referrals, the people I've already vetted. I mean, everything from the hospitals to attorneys to doctors to dentists to restaurants. And they're all in this 14-page PDF. And everyone that goes out with me is getting this. That way, you always are able to have contact with the people that not only did we go and meet, but people that that you might end up coming up to where you need to see somebody else. So, Belinda, ABBA, in closing here, I just want to let you know that I really enjoyed being with you.
Thank you. Me too.
I
enjoyed being with you.
I think that's one of the important things is being with people that are great at communicating and, let me know exactly what you're wanting to see and do and talk to in a bit, and then be able to help provide that and assist. So you feel like what you came here to do, you were able to do, versus coming here, you're here for 8 days, you have nobody to take you around, and you end up leaving feeling like you just got nothing accomplished.
Right.
Which is how when we came our first time, we came for 8 days, we left. We just thought we could live here on less, but it was a totally different experience. That's one of the reasons of the service. So, friend, I hope this has been helpful for you. I hope that the information in here has provided value for you. And if you haven't already, I'd like to encourage you to go ahead and subscribe to the channel. It's fast, free, and easy to do. And I know you want to be a part of the community. All you've got to do is go to the bottom right-hand corner. There's a little red box. Tap on it and you're subscribed. Go ahead and give us a thumbs up. Let other people know it's a great video to watch about retiring to Lake Chapala. Also, stop by and say hi, leave a question, let us know of a video idea that you'd like to see. And then make sure you hit the bell, because that way you will be immediately notified when our next video comes out. So, ABBA, I think I enjoyed our time together.
Yes.
We did. Okay, as always, appreciate you. We appreciate you being a part of this community and a part of this channel. Have an awesome day, and we'll see you on the next video.